Gabe on your right.
How big was Spiller today in general, and then especially when you're down 7-0 for him to immediately pop that 60-yarder to put it back to 7-7?
It was really big, and just kind of, like I say, every week goes back to the work he puts in practice and just understanding, what gaps might be there against what certain teams and, understanding different fronts. So it's really good to see him, and some of those other freshmen continue to grow each and every week.
Questions? Go to the left side to Mark.
Kellen, the running game has gotten progressively better each of the last 3 weeks. How good does it feel from your perspective to see things starting to click up front like that?
It's really good, and it makes the passing game a lot easier, and so something that you kind of notice is when the running game is going a lot better, passing percentages and easier throws are able to be made. So it's something that we wish we could have gone to a little bit earlier in the year and got going, but I like where we're at right now, and this run game is I look forward to continue to push even further.
Stay on the left, Olin.
Yeah, Kellen, did the game plan call for you to have a lesson role or less of a role in the running game? And secondly, do you just look for when y'all get close? Do you just look for Jalen now?
Well, for the first one, there were still zone reads, but last week a lot of those ends were crashing, and so this week now against UTSA, they weren't really crashing as much. So that's why Isaiah was able to get some of those pretty big gaps. And for Jalen, he's a big red zone target, and last year even getting Chase going in the red zone, just such a big body, and feel like he's a big mismatch. So I feel really comfortable with Jalen and the progress that he's made so far, and I look for that relationship between us to continue to grow.
Go back to TV Row to Mike.
Kellen, last week, one of your touchdown passes put you fourth all-time in A&M history for most touchdown passes. Today, you passed I think, fifth in all-time passing yards. Do those records mean anything to you?
Yeah, every record is big for me, and but a lot of times, I don't really take it as an individual record. It goes back to the work that my team has put in, and I can't really do anything without my offensive line, my running backs, and my receivers, making plays, and also the defense getting the ball back to me. So, even though my name's on the record, it's pretty much a team record to me.
Right in front to Travis.
What kind of work has Isaiah put into protecting the ball, not fumbling it, and how much of that has equated to his success?
His week's kind of been similar. Nothing really, certain type of work, but obviously he doesn't try to fumble, but just something that he progressed on in practice and just understanding different gaps and getting down lower sometimes. When guys are getting a little bit closer, so. Nothing too in particular, but just trusting his offensive line better and hitting the hole a little bit harder.
Go to Just on the left side, and then we'll finish with Daryl.
Kellen, what'd you make of the slow start, go 3 and out, and then UTSA goes on and scores, and then obviously you get control of the game? What'd you make of the slow start, and what do you think got you guys going?
We've had 3 and outs before, and it just happened to be that first one, and then they go down and score. So just like every single game, we're going to take it one drive at a time, one play at a time, and Isaiah was able to pop a big one, and then we were able to go up 14-7 and then 21-7 right before the half. So we just like to take it one play at a time and just focus on what we got to do exactly that play.
Finish with Daryl in the back.
Kellen, can you talk about going into the bye week and just where you guys are at and what you kind of hope to accomplish, before you've got South Carolina to come in here in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I feel like as a team and me individually, I feel really comfortable at where we're at. Obviously there's some stuff that we need to clean up. We're not perfect, but, I like where we're at, and, I look forward to this bye week, getting our minds, getting our body right, and continue to progress on to South Carolina.
All right, thanks,